Stop, do not skip this video because in the next few minutes you are going to discover a secret that insurance companies don't openly advertise. A secret that helps them make billions of dollars, not from selling insurance but from investing your money in the stock market. Yes, every premium you pay, every monthly insurance payment is quietly working, not just for your protection but for their profit. And here is the crazy part. Most people don't even realize this is happening. So before you pay your next insurance premium, watch this video till the end because what you learn today will change how you see insurance forever. And if you want to learn how money really works, subscribe now because this channel reveals the financial truths no one teaches. The simple truth most people don't know. Let me ask you a simple question. Why do insurance companies exist? Most people think insurance companies exist to protect you. And yes, that's partially true. But that's no their real business model. Their real business model is investing your money. Think about this. Millions of people pay insurance premium every single day. $50 per month, $100 per month, $500 per month. Now multiply that by millions of customers. That's billions of dollars every single year. And here is the key question. What do they do with all that money? Do they just let it sit in a bank account? No, they invest it. And that's where the real profit begins. If this already surprised you, comment invest below because what comes next is even more shocking. How the business model really works. Let's break this down in the simple way possible. Step 1, you pay a premium. Step 2, insurance company collect millions of premiums. Step 3, step invest that money into stocks, bonds and assets. Step 4, that money grows. Step 5, they keep the profit. This collected money is called float. Float is the secret weapon of insurance companies. It's the money they hold before they needs to pay claims, and during that time they invest it, and this float can be worth billions. For example, global insurance giants manage hundreds of billions of dollars, not their own money, customers' money. If you are understanding this so far, hit like button because the next part explains how they turn billion into even more billions. How they use the stock market. Insurance companies invest in stocks, government bonds, corporate bonds, real estate, index funds. Why? Because these assets grow over time. Let's say an insurance company collects 10 billion dollar in premiums. They invest it in the stock market. If the market grows by just 8%, that's a 800 million dollar profit in 1 year. And remember, they are doing this every year with billions. This is why insurance companies are some of the biggest investors in the world. They own shares in major companies, tech companies, banks, global corporates. So while most people invest hundreds or thousands, insurance companies invest billions, and that changes everything. If you want to learn how to think like institutions, subscribe now because this mindset separate the rich from everyone else. Real world example. Let's talk about real example. Companies like LIC, HDFC Life, SBI Life. These companies manage massive investment portfolios. But this isn't just in one country. This is a global model. Insurance companies in the US, Europe, and Asia all follow the same strategy. Collect premiums, invest the float, generate profits. For example, some insurance companies earn more from investing than from selling insurance itself. Think about that. Insurance is not just a protection, it's a money generation machine. If this change your perspective, comment mindset because now you are seeing what most people never see. Biggest advantage they have. Here is their biggest advantage: time. Insurance companies invest for decades. They don't panic, they don't react emotionally. They stayed invested and time multiply money. This is the power of compounding. $1 billion invested at 8% annually become over $10 billion in about 30 years without adding new money, just growth. This is how financial empires are built, slowly, quietly, but powerfully. If you are still watching, you are already ahead of 90% of people because most people never learn this. Why this matters to you? This is the most important part of the video. Pay attention. Insurance companies use your money to build wealth, but most people never invest themselves. They only pay premiums and miss the opportunity. The lesson here is simple. Don't just protect your money. Grow your money. Invest is not just for companies, it's for individuals too. And the earlier you start, the more powerful it becomes. If you agree with this, comment growth because awareness is the first step to wealth. The secret strategy you can copy. Here is what smart people learn from insurance companies. They think long term, they invest consistently, they don't panic during crashes, they use time to their advantages. Insurance companies don't try to get rich overnight, they get rich over decades. This is the real strategy, slow, consistent, but powerful. If you want more videos like this, subscribe now because this knowledge can change your financial future. The truth no one talks about. Insurance companies understand one thing deeply. Money grows when invested, money dies when idle. They don't let money sit. They make money work every single day, and the biggest difference between rich and poor is simple. The rich invest, the poor only spend. This is not about intelligence, it's about awareness. If you stayed till here, comment aware because you now understand what most people don't. Insurance companies become $1 billion giants not by selling products alone, but by investing consistently, patiently, strategically. And the question is not why insurance companies do this. The real question is why don't you? Because the same stock market, the same opportunities are available to you. The difference is action. Start learning, start investing, start thinking long term. Because wealth is not built in days, it's built in years. If this video opened your eyes, subscribe now because your financial education starts here and your future self will thank you.